Welcome to the session where we are going to talk about three topics: accounting information system, finance information system, and cross-functional information systems. Now you might be thinking, are they both same? They both are not same. Most people often get confused. Accounting and finance information systems are same. In reality, accounting system keeps a track of day-to-day activities of an organization, and finance system keeps track of all the financial activities of an organization. Now let us try to understand the difference between accounting information system and finance information system. An accounting information system collects, stores, and processes financial data. It is mostly used by accountants to report investors, creditors, and tax authorities. It uses procedures and instructions to regulate how financial information is collected, stored, and distributed. It prioritizes security to prevent viruses, hackers, and other external threats. While financial information systems is more about storing, processing, and analyzing financial data. It helps companies track about the income, expenses, assets, and liabilities in real time. It also helps the organizations to mitigate the financial risks involved in the business process. Now, both accounting information system and finance information systems are related to the economic activities or the economic status of a company. So, both of them will be looking into the financial data of a company. Accounting information systems automatically post the transactions into the business activities and update the information systems. Now, this might also be one of the legal compliance to be fulfilled by the business organizations to provide the business status, like how much was the transaction and what was the tax levied or discount offered or any of these information. So the day-to-day activities of the business transactions needs to be recorded, and this is done with the help of book of accounts under the accounting information systems. So there are various ledgers and other processes which were used in the traditional system, like bills payable, bills receivable, debtors, creditors, and lot of other information. Now when we look at both of these accounting and financial information systems, we understand that accounting consists of order processing, inventory control, accounts receivable, accounts payable, payroll, general ledger, or any of such activities. Similarly, the finance activities involve the higher level decisions like cash management, credit management, investment management, capital budgeting, and financial forecasting. In accounting information systems, we see the day-to-day activities of the business organizations recorded. For example, accounts receivable, which is a due owned by the customer whenever a purchase is made. Now, whenever an order is raised, let us think like a customer wants to make a payment of certain amount, then the payments are made and that amount is recorded as one of the transaction. Similarly, when purchases are made by the organization, let us say like raw materials from a vendor, the organization is supposed to pay the amount to the vendors. So this comes under accounts payable. So when we say accounts receivable, it keeps records of amounts owned by the customers, and this data is generated under customer purchases and payments. Similarly, accounts payable keeps a track of data concerning to purchases from and payments to the suppliers. Now, at the operational level, in the accounting information systems, there could also be a payroll ledger which is trying to allocate the salaries, wages, or expenses incurred on the human resources management. Now, this also is a part of the cost which needs to be tracked by the company. Now, the accounting information system not only keeps data of customers like the bills receivable, bills payable. It is also like small expenses and other things which are incurred. So any money related activities in the day-to-day business processes is part of accounting information system. So today we have a smaller applications like MS Excel, which could be used for maintaining accounting information system, or maybe organizations are also using some of the simplified softwares like Tally or customized databases which generate bills in their day-to-day activities. Now, accounting information system is integrated as a higher level software with the help of, FICO, or what we call finance control packages. Inventory control is one of the major activity in the accounting information system. Inventory control processes reflect that data which is part of the inventory and provides high quality service, minimizing the investment in inventory and inventory carrying cost. Whenever goods are purchased and payments are made, it could be reflecting the date of payment, the bulk order of quantity paid, the discounts offered, and any other mutual set of information pertaining to that inventory or order processing. Now, the purchase department or the accounts department mutually, coordinate between these transactions to enable this data generation. Now, accounting information system forms as a basis for the financial information system. Since there are a lot of day-to-day activities which are recorded, which needs to be fulfilled as one of the legal obligation, this data is also quite confidential and needs to be performed or executed timely. So there could be an automation processes of bills, approvals, payables, or anything which is pertaining to the payment activities. So when we look at what is the scope of financial information system, particularly the accounting information system in MIS, we can see that accounting information system, is covering the external reporting, internal reporting, assurance services, tax, inventory, payroll, all these activities where the money is outflowing, and this is part of the management information system. Like you can see, the information there is becoming part of the financial decision making. Now, when we look at this picture, it is very clear that accounting information system is providing or integrating all those information for financial decision making in a company. So at the operational level, there are multiple day-to-day accounting activities which are going into different book of accounts and reflected further as a part of the financial decisions in the organizations. Now we will discuss finance information systems. Now moving from accounting informations to the finance information system, we see managers spend finance or make financial decisions pertaining to various business activities. It could be allocation and control of financial resources within the businesses or businesses connected with the external activities of the organization. So the financing activities or decisions might involve cash management, credit management, investment management, capital budgeting, or financial forecasting, which are all the middle level managers or the top level managers' decisions. Now, to perform these activities, lot of information should fall in place. And since it is the financial decision, they need to look into the economic status of the organization. Now, a software package will pull in this numbers or financial data from different functional areas of organizations. Now, the data might be coming from the sales records, or it might be, coming from the purchases made, or new projects undertaken, or investors' money. Many of these multiple financial attributes or data which is coming will form the base of finance information systems. Now, there could be an ERP package with complete FICO or finance control model which will be looking or segmenting this data. Now, the financial management system will enable the mid-level managers to make decisions pertaining to the long-term expenditure proposals for a plant and equipment, or maybe financial forecasting for present evaluation, projecting the company's performance in the coming days, or it might also involve like looking at the historical data to analyze the financial position of the company. These managers at the mid-level have higher access to the financial information in the organization. The managers at the mid-level might use what-if goal analysis or scenario analysis, which are part of the software packages to understand or predict or forecast the future decisions pertaining to the financial movements. Now let us take the help of a diagram to understand how accounting information system and finance information system could flow from the bottom layer of the organizations to the strategic level. In the diagram what we see the data is flowing from operational level pertaining to bookkeeping, bills receivable, bills payable, outstanding amount and other financial transactions. Now, when this data is generated, further like at the mid-level, the managers are seeing the summation of the amount received, like if they might be looking into risk analysis, opportunity cost or other value additions which could be done. So they look into the overall funds analysis, financial management or cash management decisions at the mid-level management. Now a software cannot decide anything by itself. It can only project the data. So managers when they look at this data might do projections, or today there are also simulation softwares or artificial intelligence or generative artificial intelligence which are helpful in predicting when the possibilities are given. Now it is at this stage managers can use what if analysis or goal seek or scenario analysis to understand what could be the best projections with respect to the financial decisions. Information system which is integrating all these modules can help them to look the data in different visualizations, projections and help them make predictions. At the strategic level, the managers might be looking at the overall financial position of the company. Now, the data which has come from the operational level, it is accumulated at the top level with all the financial activities, and decision support systems, export systems or executive information systems will be part of the financial modeling, where these managers like the chief finance officer or the accounts manager who is looking into the major operations might be having access to this data, where they can tell the financial position of the company for that particular year, previous year and projections for the next year. Now this becomes an important decision of the organization to understand the overall profits and losses incurred in that particular year. The number of purchases made, expenses incurred, overall what was the cost and all other such financial related decisions could be individual fields in the data or the database which is formed in the information system. So accounting information system and financial information system becomes the crucial part in understanding the economic status of an organization. This consists mostly the numbers or the financial status, and the data is segregated and allowed to be viewed only to the respective managers at various levels, and maybe this data is quite confidential. Maybe this data is also a legal requirement which needs to be fulfilled, like something what we were talking about tax. So the financial information system forms an important functional area of a business information system. So till now we were discussing about the functional information systems and pertaining to one business function, like we were discussing human resource information system, finance information system, production information system and marketing information system. Now there could be other type of information systems, but for a discussion of the syllabus we are limiting for 4 major functional information systems. Majority of the businesses will have HR, finance, marketing and production activities. So there might be organizations which are having other information systems based on the sector they are operating. Now moving forward, let us see cross-functional information systems. Now every business needs to interact or mutually exchange information between the functional areas. In the traditional information systems, it was assumed all these functional areas should be kept intact within their cross-functional core areas like sales, marketing, operations, productions, finance, human resource. Now, in the traditional functional information system, every functional area was kept intact within that functional area itself. Like human resource would operate within its limits, functional areas like finance, marketing, sales, accounting, they would all consider like it is only our department activity. Over a period of time, people understood that information needs to not only flow in the vertical and horizontal, but might also be moving between departments. Now, this gave scope for cross-functional business information systems. Now, in a cross-functional information system, there are people or departments from respective areas or departments where these experts will share the data amongst their department. So let us say like there is a production manager who wants to take input from marketing manager about the market trends or customizations to be made as per the Salesforce requirement. Now the production manager needs to interact with the marketing manager. So the marketing department will go back to the Salesforce team and take the input from them and provide it to the production department. Now the production department might go back to the design specifications and make those changes. Now let us assume maybe the marketing department also wants to check about the cost, or the production department wants to know the specifications of what is the cost variation. Now there needs to be a coordination between the marketing department, finance department, production department and the new department like R&D department, which might be coming into the picture to conduct experiments or new design inventions. Now there is where a cross-functional information system plays a major role. Now any information system which is designed should not be rigid. It should allow this flexibility of sharing information, and this could be done with the help of information system specialists once the software is getting designed. Now, once these flexibilities are allowed, it should also be possible to bring back to the own functional area system and ensure that the respective managers or people at operational level, middle level and strategic level are given those authentication of information sharing or exchanging. Now, the integration of functional information systems can happen with the help of certain software packages which allow these flexibilities. In the diagram what we see like the supply chain management, enterprise resource planning and CRM packages are mutually collaborating between the internal structure and the external stakeholders of the organizations like employees and partners. So enabling exchange of data. It is also surrounded by suppliers and customers on the other side. So you have knowledge management systems, decision support systems and collaborative systems which are enabling the data sharing. Similarly, on the other side, you have the selling and the distribution activities which are like happening between the customers and the organization. Vendor relationship management on the supplier side and the partner relationship management on the partner side. Now, this diagram integrates the cross-functional abilities and shows us how a software package can enable this cross-functional business areas exchange of information. So, a cross-functional enterprise system often functions as self-directed enterprise systems responding to broad but not specific directives. So, it might involve people from different departments like finance, marketing, HR, operations and any other departments which the organization might have. So, the advantages of having a cross-functional teams are diverse perspectives, like cross-functional teams bring together expertise from different fields. So, it enables diverse perspectives and helps to find out of the box solutions. It also helps in improved collaborations and communications, where it encourages team members to communicate better, which breaks down the silos inside the entire organization or some specific departments and promotes a culture of cooperation and mutual trust. It increases employee engagement since there is interaction between employees of different departments. It brings in a kind of understanding and engages different department people, maybe which helps in coming out with a better product or service. So this further enables a shared feedback or achieving common goals. Cross-functional teams also facilitate adaptability and flexibility, like to adapt to the changing circumstances and business environments. So a deep understanding of the customer's needs and preferences is required. Data-driven decision making, like such teams need to use data to inform and maintain their decision-making processes. This usually includes market trends and consumer data, like it could be part of any research, and that data out of the research can help making decisions. So we call it as data-driven decision making. So a cross-functional team might enable software packages which are flexible and collaborating amongst these business areas, pulling in the data pertaining to different departments, putting it in one place and enable the managers at different level to come out with suitable decisions. These days, most of the project teams involve cross-functional members who facilitate better decision making. Now, let us take a quick look of some interesting facts. And in today's session, we discussed about finance information system, accounting information system, and cross-functional business information systems. In today's session, we learnt about, here are a few references. Thank you.